Roman Reigns just exposed his mystery attacker in the most brutal parking lot confrontation we've seen in years. The tribal chief is out for blood, and what happens next is insane. What is up, Suplex Rumble family? Welcome back to the channel where we break down the most explosive moments in professional wrestling. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell because Roman Reigns just dropped a bombshell on Monday Night Raw, and you do not want to miss a single update. This storyline just went to a whole new level. Let's dive in. Before we break down the chaos that went down in the parking lot, we need to talk about how we got to this explosive moment, because this has been months in the making. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the man who's dominated WWE for years, has been dealing with something he's never really had to deal with before: a phantom enemy. Someone who's been systematically targeting him, striking from the shadows, and playing mind games with the most dominant champion in modern WWE history. And here's what makes this so fascinating: Roman Reigns has conquered everyone. He's beaten legends, he's defeated champions, he's dismantled factions. But this mystery attacker? They've gotten under his skin in a way that no one else has been able to. Why? Because you can't acknowledge someone you can't see. You can't smash someone you can't find. The attacks have been calculated, strategic, and downright personal. We're talking ambushes after major matches when Roman is already exhausted, interference during critical moments, attacks on members of his inner circle. This wasn't just about winning fights. This was about destroying the tribal chief's aura of invincibility. The WWE universe has been going absolutely crazy with speculation. Online forums, social media, YouTube comment sections, everyone had a theory. Was it a former Bloodline member seeking revenge? A returning legend with a score to settle? An NXT call-up looking to make an immediate impact? A rival from another brand making a power move? What made this storyline so compelling is how it affected Roman's character. We've seen him go from confident and in control to increasingly paranoid and aggressive. The tribal chief doesn't just want to beat this person, he wants to make an example out of them. He wants to show the entire WWE universe what happens when you disrespect the head of the table. Week after week, the tension built. Near misses in backstage areas, cryptic messages, mysterious figures caught on security cameras. WWE's production team was cranking up the suspense to maximum levels. And the beauty of it? They kept this secret locked down. No spoilers, no leaks, just old-school wrestling storytelling at its finest. Now let's talk about this week's Monday Night Raw, a night that will go down in history as one of the most intense episodes in recent memory. From the moment Raw kicked off, something felt different. The energy in the arena was electric, the commentary team was hyping up Roman's presence, and you could just feel that something major was about to go down. The anticipation was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Throughout the show, we got glimpses of Roman Reigns backstage, and let me tell you, this man looked ready for war. Gone was the cool, collected tribal chief. This was a man on a mission. Pacing back and forth, intense conversations with his advisors, the look in his eyes saying everything without needing words. The show featured some incredible action in the ring, but everyone, and I mean everyone, was waiting to see what would happen with Roman. Social media was blowing up. Fans from across the globe were live tweeting, posting reactions, making predictions. The wrestling world was watching with laser focus. Backstage segments throughout the night showed increased security around Roman's area, officials trying to keep things under control, but you could sense that no amount of security was going to prevent what was about to happen. This was a collision course that had been set weeks ago, and tonight was the night it would finally crash. Then comes the moment Roman gets word that his mystery attacker has been spotted. And not just anywhere in the parking lot. The same parking lot where some of the most legendary brawls in wrestling history have taken place. The same location that's seen rivalries escalate from competition to all-out war. Roman doesn't hesitate. He's not waiting for security, he's not asking for backup. The tribal chief is going straight to the source. Cameras follow him as he storms through the backstage area, through corridors, past stunned wrestlers and personnel, with one destination in mind. This is about to get real, and here we go. Roman Reigns bursts through those doors into the parking lot, and what happens next is absolutely unbelievable. The mystery attacker is there, standing among the cars and production vehicles, and for the first time in months, we're finally going to get answers. The camera work here is phenomenal. Tight shots, dramatic angles, the lighting creating this almost cinematic atmosphere. This isn't just a wrestling segment, this is a movie. Roman doesn't waste a second with words. The tribal chief charges, and these two collide in what can only be described as an absolute war. We're not talking about a wrestling match here, folks, this is a fight. This is personal, this is brutal, this is everything we've been waiting for. They're brawling between cars, slamming each other into vehicle doors, using the environment as weapons. This is parking lot brawling at its absolute finest. The intensity is off the charts. Neither competitor is holding anything back. This is months of built-up tension exploding in real time. And then, in the chaos of the fight, Roman manages to unmask his attacker. He rips away the disguise, revealing the identity that's been hidden for so long. And let me tell you, when that face was revealed, the shockwaves were felt throughout the entire wrestling world. The revealed attacker, I'm not going to spoil the exact identity for those who haven't seen it yet, but trust me, it's someone who has every reason to target Roman Reigns. The history, the bad blood, the personal connection, it all makes sense. This is storytelling gold. The fight intensifies even more after the reveal. Now that the secret is out, both competitors are unleashing everything. Superman punches, spears, signature moves we haven't seen in this context, they're pulling out all the stops. The parking lot is becoming a battlefield. Production trucks are rocking, car alarms are going off, the sound of bodies hitting metal is echoing through the lot. This is visceral, this is raw, pun intended. This is the kind of segment that reminds you why you fell in love with wrestling in the first place. Security and officials finally arrive, trying desperately to separate these two warriors, but it's like trying to stop a tsunami. Roman and his revealed attacker are determined to destroy each other. It takes multiple people to pull them apart, and even then, they're still trying to break free. Okay, let's talk about the identity of Roman's mystery attacker and why this reveal is absolutely brilliant from a storytelling perspective. The revealed superstar has history with Roman Reigns that goes back years. Whether we're talking about previous alliances that ended badly, family dynamics within the business, betrayals that were never forgotten, or professional rivalries that never got proper resolution, the pieces of this puzzle fit perfectly. What makes this reveal so impactful is that it's not just shock value for the sake of shock value. This is a reveal that opens up so many storytelling possibilities. It creates immediate investment because the audience understands the stakes, the personal nature, and the potential for incredible matches going forward. For Roman Reigns, this is a massive moment in his ongoing story as the tribal chief. He's dealt with external threats before, but this feels different. This is someone who knows him, someone who understands his weaknesses, someone who's been able to get in his head in ways that other opponents haven't. The tribal chief's entire persona is built on control, dominance, and being 10 steps ahead of everyone else. But this attacker managed to operate in the shadows for months, chipping away at that aura of invincibility. That's not just a physical threat, that's a threat to everything Roman has built. For the revealed attacker, this is a career-defining opportunity. Being in a main event level feud with Roman Reigns, arguably the top star in all of WWE, is the kind of platform that can elevate someone from good to legendary. The eyes of the entire wrestling world are now on this rivalry. The fan reaction has been incredible. Social media exploded the moment the reveal happened. Trending worldwide, wrestling websites crashed from traffic, YouTube channels rushing to get reaction videos up. This is the kind of moment that transcends just wrestling fans and reaches the broader sports entertainment audience. From a booking perspective, this opens so many doors. Singles matches, stipulation matches, potential involvement of other superstars, possible faction warfare. The creative team has a goldmine of options to keep this feud fresh and exciting for months to come. So where do we go from here? Let's talk about what's coming next for both Roman Reigns and his now revealed attacker. First and foremost, you know this isn't ending with a parking lot brawl. Oh no, this is just the beginning. What we witnessed was the spark that's going to ignite a wildfire of a rivalry that could easily carry us through the next several premium live events. I'm predicting we'll see an official match announcement soon, probably a singles match on an upcoming Raw or SmackDown to establish dominance and let both competitors showcase their in-ring chemistry. And based on the intensity we've already seen, that match is going to be an absolute banger. But it won't stop there. This feels like a feud that demands stipulation matches. I'm talking street fight, no disqualification, falls count anywhere matches that allow them to continue the brutal, personal nature of their rivalry. Maybe even an I quit match to force one of them to verbally submit to the other. There's also the question of outside involvement. Will other members of Roman's circle get involved? Will the revealed attacker have allies waiting in the wings? Will this feud expand into something bigger, possibly involving multiple superstars and creating an all-out war between factions? Looking at the calendar, we're heading toward major events where this rivalry could steal the show. WrestleMania season is on the horizon, and a feud this hot with this much investment could absolutely headline one of the biggest shows of the year. Imagine these two getting 25 to 30 minutes to tell their complete story on the grandest stage. The promos alone are going to be must-see television. Both competitors are incredible on the microphone, both can tell compelling stories, and both have very different styles of communication.